Hi there, my name is Tania and I have been living undiagnosed for just about 12 years now. If you haven't watched any of my undiagnosed videos before, I will leave the link for the first video down below in the description. To make a very long story short, I have just finished my second round of heavy metals detox. This was something that was found by a naturopathic, and I have been taking pills for a very long time. Now, along the journey of doing this heavy metals detox, I also tried to go completely organic. Reason being is non-organic foods like vegetables and fruits, they are grown with pesticides, and pesticides actually contain heavy metals. Another thing that I cut back on was the amount of makeup I was wearing, because makeup also contains heavy metals. Now, I don't know for sure that either of these things, like food and makeup, have actually contributed to the heavy metals toxicity in my body or not, but to be safe, I have reduced a lot of this. So during my diet change, I started to eat mostly vegetables and meats, some fruit. I bought a lot of organic food. It is not cheap, but you know what? Now I can actually tell the difference, it says a lot for what kind of foods we actually eat when you're not eating organic. There were 3 situations where I ate something completely different as kind of a break from the diet, and all 3 circumstances I had this seizure-like episode within about 30 minutes after eating it. One thing was gummies. I might have mentioned this in a previous video. Another one was spaghetti, which was gluten-free again because I'm celiac. And then the third item, I can't quite recall what it was. But the point is all 3 of these foods that I had contained modified cornstarch. These are genetically modified foods. That's a genetically modified food. Now, I was supposed to be following not only an organic diet, but also a non-GMO food, so no genetically modified foods. But again, when I allowed myself these treats and having somewhat normal food, that's when I started to see these problems again. I had been down to about 1 episode a week instead of daily. Like, I went from daily to once a week just by eating organic and non-genetically modified foods. And that 1 episode a week, there was situations where it was brought on by looking up, bending down, and by eating anything that is genetically modified. So I had another appointment with the naturopathic at the end of January, which was the end of my second detox. And we discussed all of this stuff with this modified cornstarch and how it made me feel. And he says, try your best to stick to the diet. Cut out anything that contains corn. No corn syrup, so no pop. No modified cornstarch. Basically, nothing that contains corn. Now, the odd part is, this is day 10. So I had 9 straight days since I've made this change where I have been 100% episode free. So I had only one moment, and it was from having a hot shower where I felt a little bit off and a little bit funky, like I could have passed out, but I didn't actually go into a full episode. So changing my diet has made the biggest impact I have ever seen in my entire life. That does not necessarily tell me that genetically modified foods is the cause of these seizure-like episodes, but I can say that they are very much so triggers of these episodes. So if I could just work really hard and stick to non-genetically modified foods, organic, and gluten-free, I tell you, I feel like my life is changing. I feel more myself than what I have felt in a very long time. And I know that might sound a little bit corny, but it's true. Like, I can do so much now. I can stay up till 10 o'clock to watch the hockey game. Normally, like this time last year, I was in bed by 6, 7 o'clock, and I would lay there for 2 or 3 hours watching TV, and then I'd crash. I was not physically capable of staying upright. I could not make supper. I could not clean up from supper. I couldn't take the dog for a walk, and I couldn't go for a drive. But now I can do it. I can get up in the morning, get ready, get the kids ready. I can drive and commute to work. I can work all day, come home, make everybody supper, and help clean up from supper, and then sit down and watch a hockey game, and then go to bed without having any problems other than feeling a little bit tired. Now, the other thing is, today I am doing a detox test. So they want to check my levels to see if the detox was successful. So when I woke up this morning, I had to take 10 of these pills again and basically fast for 2 hours and drink lots of water, about a full liter of water within a 6-hour period, and collect all of my urine in a little baggie again. And yes, I get to mail my pee away again. So I get to mail it away to the States, and they'll do a very thorough analysis of what is in the urine, and we'll see if the detox was successful. So I'm feeling so great, and I don't know if it's because of the heavy metals detox, or it's because, I've been staying home 1 day a week from work to help me kind of slow down in the morning, not so much of a panic. It's been helping my episodes. I've been eating healthier. Like there's so much change that's going on right now, and all of it I feel is contributing to the reduction in episodes. I don't think it's just one of those things. I think it's like the entire package. So where do I go from here? I'm not too sure yet, honestly. We're doing the heavy metals toxicity level check. It'll probably take a couple of weeks before I hear back, and then I'll probably have another naturopathic appointment to kind of discuss the next steps. Now, there was a couple of things that he talked about before, and that was doing some sort of an oxygen cell regeneration thing, which is apparently pretty costly, and I have to kind of slow down a little bit because I've spent a lot of money on this. Yes, it was totally worthwhile to get an aspect of my life back and to learn more about what's going on with my body, but at the same time, it's a lot. It's a lot of money, and I have to consider, how it's affecting our financial situation. I'm not rich. So currently I'm just getting my sample set up to mail out. I'll mail it out. I'll wait a week, 2 weeks, however long it takes for them to contact me. I'll get a copy of all of my results. And depending on what he says, I'm not sure if I'm going to go along with the next step. I might have to put it on pause for a while. So once I get the results back from my heavy metals toxicity test, I'm going to talk to the naturopathic and see what's next, and I might just have to put pause on things. But for now, I'm feeling the best I have felt in a very long time, and I'm going to try my best to stay on top of my diet change. Speaking of diet change, the benefit of this diet change has also been the fact that I have lost, at least 11 pounds, if not more by now. So I feel good, and I hope I continue to move forward. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.